Highest stake that I've ever placed with is 15,000. Immediately, in a flee away. The more you increase, the more it flees away. The more you increase, the more, until they see that the balance is going to the lower end. This thing is like a disease. I know of 3 effects of betting. Main one, and this will let nobody cheat you.
Thank you, Michael, for being courageous, being ready to share your story about this specific topic, a very sensitive topic in Kenya.
Yes.
And within families, that is betting.
Yes.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
Welcome to Tuko.
My name is Michael Okoth. I'm a student studying a diploma in ICT. I enrolled in May intake, and on closing first semester, I was to enroll again to the second semester in September. I started betting long way ago in 2015, but it was not that, I was not much into it because it was just a matter of this thing. Like, I was a fan of football ever since I was young. In 2015, I was 17 years, 18 years, 17. Yeah, 17 years. What I can say, when betting was introduced into this country, I think many people are winning. It has made several youths to be much focused on short-term solutions to their lives. They don't see into the future, because even the story that we hear, somebody can just even come into limelight and say that I want this, even if it is a false story. But you know, it comes to mind, hey, how can somebody just use maybe a small amount of money and you want this? So you know, the mind, the story starts building up in the mind, and you'll be like, then there's no need of even working hard. Yeah, minimum amount that was being used to place bet was 100. Then other companies, I think, came into competition. They wanted to bring that stiff competition to the industry. So others come with 70 bob, 50 bob. There were several companies, even 1 bob. So somebody might stake with 1 bob several games and expect huge amount of money. For me, the amount that I started betting with was 100, of which that 100, the return was, I think it was 40 bob. Can't remember the game. The game was Tottenham versus Newcastle, a Monday, March 2015. Yeah. The next day, it was Tuesday, Champions League. Bet around 400 bob. Next day it was Wednesday. I placed again around 4,000. That's 2015. When you win in betting, you are motivated. Yeah, you always know that now that this is the shortest way possible that I can use to get money. Why should I just involve myself directly into it? Yeah, not knowing that this person who introduced betting is also a businessman, is also a business personnel. He or she invested his or her money there. Yeah. So he or she must also look into ways through which he or she can get return. Yeah, and what I always know, even if it's a matter of destroying result or fixing a game, those people can do. From that point where I was winning when I placed 2015, you know, at that point I was in school, and again I could not have that mentality that maybe this thing can destroy my life, because at that point you don't have those much expenses to cater for. So you know, you are always doing it as enjoying. You are doing it to enjoy it. It's as a habit. You can tell your friends also engage in it, you know. So you're just doing it to enjoy it. You don't know that this thing maybe at one point it might distract me, distract my way of doing my things in normal life. The amount that I've ever won in casino or virtual, it was more than 40,000. And on realizing that, they started playing with me in tricks. In that, this thing, even if you ask them, they will never accept. They found that there's a huge amount in your account. When you want to place, I want to place with 100 bob. Mark my words. When you place it, the 100 bob accidentally turns to be 1,000. Ukienda kurealize hivi, kumbe they know what they did. Immediately, in a flee away. The highest stake that I've ever placed with is 15,000. But not that I placed with 15,000 once. That is the amount that I put there to play with. And my intention is maybe to get something like 5,000 on top of it. So that I withdraw this 15,000. Then that 5,000 maybe I'll use to cater for something that I wanted. That I couldn't have used this 15,000 to cater for. And it has a tendency of building up the hope. I wanted to cash it out at 5 point, but it has lived. It is still going on. It has passed 5 point, 6 point. The hope is building up. So I'm like, ni kama Mungu ako na mimi. But they're waiting at you. They're waiting for you. They just know that this guy anatarget ile 10. Kufika 9.7. Sasa unajua 9.7 hapo ndo unaanza kuwa na tens. Let me withdraw it. On going to cash out at 9.7, yeah. Hapo ndo kitu itafly and they'll tell you time out. They will tell you time out, meaning uja withdraw ama uja cash out. So unashangaa. I've tried to cash out this thing at 9.6. Ikiti me fly at 9.7. Time out inatokea aje hapa hivi. Wamesha realize the huge amount that you are going to cash out. Na hiyo kitu inapotezanga hope sana kwa sababu you are now more tensed, you are anxious, you are depressed, you are upset. I had this amount of money. I had 15,000 in the account. Now I'm seeing 9,000. I'll not go for this 9,000 and I was having 15,000. I'll get anger. Now I'll be like, kwani hawa tushida ni nini? So in fact, that's what always happens among youths. We'll be like, okay, let me increase the stake so that at least I'll withdraw it at maybe at 2 point so that I return the money that has lost. My friend, that is where they'll catch you. You increase, it flees away. The more you increase, the more it flees away. The more you increase, the more, until they see that the balance is going to the lower end. I've forgotten several things because of betting. This thing is like a disease. I've told you betting is like a disease, and also virtual and casinos, they are like a disease. Betting have made me forgotten food, buying important things that maybe you will want to use in studies, school, and maybe in life. My family realized that I was betting. Actually, they realized it long time ago that I was betting. Shida imekuwa tu venye nimeenda kwa shule in colleges. That life that people are passing through there inatu prompt kufanya vitu kama hizo. Because shule tuseme wamesema wanataka laptops. There are some things that they need there that you cannot pressure parents, and again you trace back, got into your memory lane, start thinking like, I was hustling, I could get something like this and this and this. Now that I'm no longer able to do it because maybe I want to concentrate on my studies. Unajua college inakuanga, those people are funny. College inakuanga, mzazi amekutumia tuso. Hiyo tuso, ukaendelea kwa nyumba, hauna unga maybe kama unatumia stove, hauna mafuta. What you do? Tenda kwa hoteli. Kula hata ugali na nyama mara moja. Ushakula ugali na nyama, utaisahau watu kukaa njaa siku 3 ama siku 4. Utasema lakini si nilikula nyama siku moja. Wacha hizi siku 4 ipite, kaa niko njaa, tena nipigie mzazi tena. Do it 200 ukikaa tu na sasa nitakuwa nakula 20 bob 30, haitakusaidia. Shule pia vitu kama bundles lazima ikue. Class imekuwa postponed, wewe hujui. Wewe unaenda tu kwa shule. Exam tabi imetumwa, wewe hujui. Vitu kama hizo. This issue of betting reached me, and I realized that this one is now much worse something that